Hey everyone, Jeff here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing part 2 of a survivalist run that we started during the end of my stream on Friday. If you want to check that out, I will put a link. I posted that video yesterday as well as a standalone. This is the gear we have going into what I think we're going to do is Darkness 10 is the best bet. Now, I would like to go from 0 to 15 to 30 the way this is set up, but the way our loot panned out, we don't have armor, belt, gloves, helm. We only have 55 life. And for the shop, we were able to buy the staff, which is good, but it doesn't help our survivability any. Honestly, our items are pretty bad. These two things are very good. The staff is fine, but outside of that, everything's pretty terrible. So we're gonna have to try and make do on Darkness 10 with Merris. I think we're gonna continue using the Hydra sign. I think we're just gonna stick to the Hydra sign all the way through. I think that's the theme for these runs. And we're just gonna see if, you know, maybe we can win this. I am a little skeptical, to be honest. I do think this is gonna have to rely on time and our mort to get us through. We do damage. That's for sure. Damage has gone through the roof. I probably should have done a warm-up run also, but you know, it is what it is. I am 100% fantastic with Crom. In fact, I think I'm tempted to take Rampaging Strike. The only reason I won't take Rampaging Strike is if we end up with Warp Strike, I think it's better, but only mildly. I think I'm gonna take Shurikens. I don't want to waste our rerolls when we don't really need to spend them, since they are extremely limited. We definitely want blades. Like I said, we're running, you know, extra projectiles, so blades becomes an extremely powerful ability. Honestly, Shurikens is pretty good too with extra projectiles. Crom's just functions well with this. Now, hopefully we can pick up some gear. That's not really what we're after. I guess once we use all of our reroll dice, we could swap to that for a slight bit of life gain.
Justice.
Okay, well, there's our survivability, so I don't hate that. I'm gonna take protection. I like the idea of getting adept inner peace if we can, you know, make that last. We can survive until we are offered such a bountiful blessing. But as it stands now, I think we're kind of a little bit desperate for some armor as well, so it's fine. So I will say that the priority for skills changes quite a bit when you're not playing Darkness 30 and you don't have full gear. We're gonna roll here and hope to hit one of the big ones. That'll do. Here's the question. With the Hydra rune and Crom, which is better with no luck, right? If we had luck, Soul Stealers is easy win. I think Ravens is actually better here at level 1. I know that might like sound crazy, but I think it actually is. Please. Okay, you know what? 2 armor, 8 evasion. It's not nothing, and a little bit of pull area. I'm totally fine with it. It's a nice pickup. Like, I'm not saying we're gonna have to get Mayhem to make this run work, but we might have to get Mayhem to get this run to work, because we're severely undergeared. I think it's Deadly Strike after the first Ravens. And I think that's the reason we take Ravens. Because our makes our basic a great deal stronger. We could attempt to reroll for... So the thing is, we could attempt to reroll for Mayhem there, but the problem with that is there's gonna be rolls with Crom where we just don't want any of the stuff from like the extra knockback to the damage to enemies with shields. Maybe we don't want extra levels of chains or something. That I'm probably gonna want to use those rerolls on are potentially the Fates. And we know that extra Ravens will actually help, and they're good against bosses, so... I think it's the right choice. Now, we do want Soul Stealers, 100%. Don't get me wrong. I would much rather have 1 and 1 rather than 2 points of Ravens. If we can manage that, but... I'm pretty happy with where we're at here. Shuriken handles slimes pretty well. Seeker, Amber, Magic. That's basically nothing, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So this part of the run's kind of weird. Okay, I think we take the first hit of blades is fine. The extra pierce on shurikens is great, especially going into shrines, but the blades are also great. And this is kind of what Hydra Sign Merris wants to be doing anyway. At least that's how it always feels like to me. Now, at some point, we are going to want some more levels of justice so that we can get inner peace and stuff like that. That would be really, really helpful. But until then, you know, we're going to struggle a little bit. Okay, well, we'll take Mayhem and enjoy our free, you know, small damage bonus throughout the run. That'll culminate into a fairly large damage bonus versus Dracula. I don't really know how you balance Mayhem. We do also have blades. It's going to be taking away quite a bit of kills from it, so that's a thing too. Alright, we're like doing pretty well, I feel like. Blades Expert? I'm not gonna turn that down. Not going to turn that one down at all. Feeling pretty strong at the moment. Our HP is still kind of low, right? Like 55 is in the danger zone, is what I would say. We just take lifelink. I mean, yeah, look. It's tough because I want to mix up the builds a little bit, but when we're as underpowered as we currently are, we kind of don't have a choice. Like, this run needed time or more to really function, I think. Now the Darkness 30 run, assuming we win this one, that's going to be a little different, because I think if we're able to get armor and have some HP, I could kind of do it with basically any build. But I need to have, you know, I don't need perfect gear in the slightest, but I need enough survivability and enough movement speed to function. I mean, we could always just lose right here at, you know, with this low HP. All right, Crom Blades goes to 2 is better than the first Bloodlust? Probably, for right now. We definitely want Bloodlust up by the time we get to Slimes at 12 minutes. That is a purple relic. And a purple sword. Well, the sword doesn't help. Consecration's nice. Crom hits us back with, okay, there's shurikens. We get 3 reroll, 3 alteration dice. That's that's very strong. Okay, that could hold us for Darkness 30. I think that's good enough. 3 alteration dice means we can reliably hit probably one of the gods we want by the time we get to the 3rd roll. Like, you take the first 2 gods you get, and then you roll onto the 3rd and, you know, hope. Let's take more heals here. We do have Justice. Bonus heals is a thing we're doing. We also have Drain Life. I mean, we don't have no HP to make it good, but we have Drain Life. We also have a girdle that we can't equip, and this belt that I forgot to equip earlier, so things are okay. Now, hopefully, the bosses will be a little bit better to us in this run. If you saw the first part of this, the Necromancer and Dracula were very determined to give us a ring. And that was it. That's all they just wanted to make sure I had a ring. Not sure why, but they were adamant about making sure I had a quality ring. No other pieces. Didn't care if I had clothes on, but the ring had to be good. This is just Bloodlust. It's just, we take it now so we don't have to worry about it later. It lets us completely go off on wave, or on the 12-minute mark. I mean, it's good prior to that too, but like, that's what it's for. Because prior to that, it doesn't really build up enough to be insanely good. It's a decent buff, but not too great. We do need to watch out for spectral assassins, for sure. That is expert execution and expert soul. I think we just take expert soul stealers. Expert execution would be nice if this was, you know, if we were at 5 minutes, I'd probably take it. But at 10 minutes, expert execution, when we don't have really expert or master offers, is just like, I don't know. I can't really complain about that. This is just easy reprisal. When you don't want to be putting points into reprisal right now, we bump up soul stealers. Oh, we're getting loot now? 10 evasion, 1 revive, 8 life. Oh man, that's that's some good loot. Okay, I think we had reserved a whatchamacallit, a chest piece in the shop, so that might be gone to the wayside. I can't imagine we're replacing that from the shop anyway. We could definitely get better. It's looking like where we're gonna sit now is gonna be trying to find what fills out our build. Because like currently our HP is very low. I would really like some movement speed boots, like some 40 movement speed boots. I could definitely be tempted into spending my last shop on that if we make it through here. I think we just keep taking blades because we probably don't need chains of war for, maybe that's greedy. Maybe I'm supposed to take a single chains of war there just for the slime wave. I don't know, it still feels like I don't have to take it. My wife and I were listening to, like, she was looking at, like, Facebook videos or whatever it's called, and we were watching songs that turn, like, 20 and 30 and so on in the year 2024. That's when I realized I was really, really, really old, and I hate it. It's like, oh, did you know American Idiot was 20 years old? Oh, now you do. Well, that's great. that feels good. That's good. Glad to know I'm a million years old now. Not to mention a billion other songs, but also the same thing had videos for like random other years, so we went back a little further. 1993, at least as far as this list go, had some bangers, and now maybe I'm just like a 90s grunge kid, and let's be real, it's exactly who I was. You know, love that shit, but yeah, it was a good time. Oh, do we take Splinter here, or do we Vigor or Fort? These are all insane choices. I don't think we need a Fortune. I think Vigor is our highest win rate pick, oddly. It increases the threshold for lifelink, which is one of its main points, aside from like our max, you know, obviously max HP is max HP, right? Like that, I don't really need to go into detail. I think if you're watching this channel, you kind of know what's going on there, but like, all right, let's cap out Blades. Expert Blades is gonna prove to have done quite a bit of work this run, I imagine. But having higher max HP just like leads more value to stuff that Justice does. It like, because more armor means more effective HP, the higher your base HP is. It's like, you know, calculations and whatnot. I'm gonna stand next to this well while we take out these assassins. Oh my god. It's so much damage. Okay, I will take execution now. You know what? It's probably worth a level. I'm gonna heal. I know a lot of you guys said Divine Shield was like the thing, but I think Divine Shield is a bit overrated. Why take Divine Shield and block one hit when you can just tank a hit and heal back from it? He says as he loses to Dracula and his homing attacks. His homie attacks. We just got like tag teamed by a bunch of skeletons. Not cool. Alright, where are you at, Necromancer? You're over here now. I could definitely kill him faster right now, but I'm kind of being lame because, like, This is one of the easier spots to lose this run. Now, also, killing him too slow is an easy way to lose the run as well. If we get too many things piled on together, bad things can happen. He dropped a single item. That's insanity. I'm gonna hit necromancy. That's pretty easy, but incredibly rude of him to just, you know what I was saying? They just wanted to make sure I had a ring. I don't know what's up with these bosses. Bloodlust expert? Okay, well, hard to say no to that. The wither tree, give me spell damage and spell area. We have blades. A little bit less XP. We got execution, what's kind of like makes up for that, I guess, sort of. I don't know. I'm justifying it to myself. Makes me feel better. All right, so the minions are out here dropping like good stuff, but the bosses are like, nah, you can have a ring. It's like when you go to Molten Core and you're waiting for your Perdition Blade to drop. And then, you know, you wait for like 9 months. And then you get, what was the dagger from Blackwing Lair? The best one. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you get the dagger from Blackwing Lair, right? And then when you're like on Molten Core and farm, the day, you know, the week after you get the dagger from Blackwing Lair, then Perdition's Blade drops and it's yours, and you're like, oh, cool. Thanks, game. That's kind of what the bosses are doing to me right now. And by bosses, I mean necromancer. Maybe he's just mad because I took necromancy as a skill. This part is so scary. With no movement speed, you're just kind of helpless. Especially now that they're doing extra projectiles, it's a little bit worse than it was before. That was a relic. 23 life, 18 evasion, 3 banished dice. Get into my car. Out of my dreams and into my car. That was also one of the songs, although that song is from much, much older. In the before times, as we say nowadays. I don't know. That's what I call before COVID, the before times. I'm sure there's others of you who did the same thing. Let's hit purification first. Let's also see if this is better. Fantastic. We're gonna almost have a full gear set for 30. I'm actually kind of surprised. I think I'm most surprised that none of it's come for bosses. An elusive garment of luck. Well, that's not a real item. Good reroll. I think we just take shurikens here. The second pierce is actually valuable on the 19-minute horde because there's so many enemies on the screen. Prior to that, it doesn't really do anything, realistically. This moment also kind of sucks because frost arrows hurt, and if you're frozen, you get stabbed a couple times. Bad things happen, but much like real life, if you're frozen and you get stabbed, it's not a good time. So don't let anyone tell you that Death Must Die is not a simulation. It's basically just real life. I will take 20% damage for the majority of our damage. I would also suspect that the majority of the damage happens at above 50% because a lot of times he one-shot enemies, so... You know, probably 60% of your damage comes at above half. Something like that. I don't know, I made up the 60% number, but everything else sounds right. All right, this is gonna go crazy here. Should be fine. Gotta watch out for some random bullets. This is like all not great. Serendipity's okay, but not exactly what we're trying to do. Let's alterate for something better. This is not it. Probably Fury, honestly. Because we won't have Bloodlust up the full time during Dracula, 15% attack speed is a pretty hefty damage buff. I don't necessarily think we're gonna need it all that bad, but it's gonna help. It's also gonna be a very low level Dracula kill. I like how I say it's gonna be a Dracula kill as a matter of fact. We do have a lot of skeletons, so that's good. Hopefully Dracula just like shows up. We're a wee bit tankier than we were. Just a wee bit. He tried to dash at me. It's incredibly rude. Just get dumpstered on, Dracula, please. Yeah, you're done. Okay, well, our inventory's full, so that part's good. The bad part is he only dropped 2 items, which is like wildly underwhelming. Obviously, it's great that we won. Blades did most of the work as expected. Mayhem got to 100% damage. Whatever, it's fine. Pretty okay. Let's see what we're dealing with. That's an amulet. And a belt we can't use. All right, let's sell everything we can't use, first of all. As I immediately sell those dice. Well, we're not using those anyway. Okay. Let's sell everything we don't want to use, which would be this, 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 and this. You're still up in the air. And now we look at the shop for anything that we could possibly use. And I'm seeing an immediate problem. So, we reserved this last time, which is pretty good. Now, the obvious thing here is that this showed up and has a revive on it, so it's better. We just pulled a necklace that has spell damage and alteration, so we don't really need this. Our relic is decent. Our belt is complete trash. We didn't get boots. That is a helmet with master and expert offers and armor and 2 of those dice. I think we're gonna buy this helmet. Let me know in the comments what you guys would buy here. Would you buy the helmet or would you buy this relic here? I think this is the other option that's best. Because this gives you 3 alteration dice, a decent bit of armor, and life on kill, which is some good as sustain. I'm gonna purchase this helmet. So I'm gonna choose to go with. I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell this as well. We're now going to turn this up to 11. And by 11, I mean 30. Ooh, boy. Okay. Now, we're going to be going into... oh, gosh. Okay, we're going into Darkness 30 with 89 life. Not a lot, not a lot. 21 armor, very bad. We have a revive, which is good. We have 6 alteration dice. We have 51 spell damage. We have 270 move speed. No bueno. 55 adept, 10 expert, 5 master is not terrible. Pretty low pull area too. I mean, I think this is doable. Obviously it's doable. We have 6 alteration dice. But it's not free. And I think our staff, our staff being strong from the last shop really makes a difference for the early game here. Enemy is just so much faster now. You know, I didn't check the shop for cool-off boots like I'm supposed to. It's a little foolish of me. All right, so this is easy warp strike. Warp strike is, I would generally say it's the best spell to have on Merris' basic attack. Even if you're not playing with infinite pull. If you are playing with infinite pull, then it's not even close. But even if you're not, it's so much free XP. It also just does a lot of damage. The bounces are really good.
What is it?
Legong leads to haste. Time plus haste is very strong, especially if we roll into lightning bolt. I'm okay with that. Don't have infinite pull range. It's one downside about it, but I do think that just haste in general is such an insanely strong stat. It can be both. Having high movement speed is a good way to win. Good defensive ability. All right, so we want, well, we want more haste, but at some point we have to take some damage. Which will probably be lightning orbs. Okay, appreciate that great medallion. We can actually get good loot here, so that's a thing to consider as well. We still have a free god slot open, and we have tons of dice.
Time can be a bit depressing.
Summer is not where it's at on this one. Now, I guess there's an argument to be made about chasing master offer or chasing legendary offers, but that seems like a easy way to lose. Because what's good here? So Breath of Fire synergizes really well with Gem High. Flare is good by itself. Meteor Shower is a spell. Okay, well, that didn't take long to talk myself out of that. Yeah, that's fine. This is what we want anyway. So what we want to get is Lightning Bolt and Force, and then, I mean, honestly, for the other one, we'd want to have Justice. If I'm being completely honest, that's the other god I would like to have. We evaded. Feels good. But we also want things like Splinter. All right, Legong. Just give me more lightning bolts. Yes, please. Thank you. We do need a way to handle slimes. Because it is very safe to argue that we have no way to handle slimes currently. And you would be correct. Now, I think Gem High would fill that role. I don't think anything from Legong would. Ball Lightning does a decent job of it, so I guess that's one thing to think of. But I don't know if that's where I want to place my bets here.
Yes.
Gem High? Temporal Lord. Wisdom. Master. Should have taken our chances with Summer for legendary offers, huh? Okay, so Temporal Lord is good. Is it better than the others? Because we're probably not getting more Master offers. Master Vortex is strong. It's very strong. Simultaneously, Master Wisdom is also quite strong. I don't think we're doing the Mayhem thing. If we're not doing the Mayhem thing, I think we're taking Master Vortex. It's good against bosses. That's a significant amount of damage. Also, if you Vortex enemies and then like pull the XP through them, it's kind of a sick combo. I think they call that a pro skater move or something like that. It's been a while since I played Tony Hawk. Isn't it crazy that Tony Hawk's so famous among skateboarding, like synonymous with skateboarding, that like all skateboarding video games are it's just Tony Hawk. Yeah, there's other skateboarding video games, but you just think, I played a skateboarding video game, you just go, I played Tony Hawk. What's the other ones? Well, I know there's one called Skate. That's about it. That's about all I know. Not to mention stuff like, you know, Jet Grind Radio and things like that. All right, well, there's Gem High coming at a perfect time. Get this out of here. Now we can start moving pretty quickly. Means more auto attacks, means more XP. All good things. Oh, okay. Means more soul stealers. Okay, well, I mean, look, this is... I still think I would have preferred Justice for like safety. But if I'm like actually trying to win, not taking Mort there would be absolute insanity, so. Hey, could you not try and swipe me with your little demon Zerg claw, please? Wow. All right. Well, we take Mayhem first, I guess. Some good offers. I wonder what this guy is supposed to be. I feel like I need to ask the dev this at some point after they're working on the next patch, you know. Right now, just try to, you know, leave them alone. Basically, let them do their thing. It's got to be tough with only 3 people. Two artists making all this. Time for Vortex. Time for Vortex. And that, I'm sorry, I did not. I'm supposed to have YouTube alerts off. My bad. I forgot to turn it off while I was recording. Okay. Whoopsies. Look, it is what it is, right? I make mistakes. Hopefully one of those mistakes isn't losing here. Especially since we took Vortex over Temporal Lord. Ooh, I almost flubbed that one. I don't know where the flubbed came from. The only thing I can think of is flubber. Well, we lost a revive. That's really, really bad. Vortex again? Yeah, sure. Not having 40 movement speed really matters for walking out of the range of their stuff. Yes, we have gym high, but it's still my instincts are off because I'm used to 40 movement speed plus gym high. Ow. After these, I actually need to change something on the screen because I realized we're not on run 2, we're on run 3. It says run 2. Oh, that's bullshit. I shouldn't have been talking about it. I shouldn't have been talking about it. I shouldn't have been talking about it. I can't believe he hit me. I think Lightning Bolt underperformed. Soul Stealers would have gotten there. Man. Didn't get it done. I thought we had it too. Just a little slow on damage. I think if we just had better boots, we would have won. I really do. Well, gives us time to check the shop. That is a shame. This is really hard. I don't know. I feel like I want to try a different format for something like this, but we'll figure something out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the run. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTube stuff. And I will see you tomorrow with some more content. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. See you next time. Jeff out. Bye.